everybody, Larry here. Welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen Review. Today is pen mail, mail call, all that good stuff. And right here in this box, kind of, is something very special to me. A friend of mine, an artist that painted this picture inside, Craig Williams. So I believe he lives in North Carolina, but he's been doing really a fantastic job in helping me out with pictures. And tomorrow Craig and I will be teaming up because there's going to be a giveaway that he's going to be doing for Larry's fountain pens. The winner will be able to choose any 3 new bottles of ink that he has to offer. Now that's pretty good, and he's going to mail them to the winner once it's announced. So 3 brand new bottles of ink. The winner can choose whatever bottle he or she likes, and he's doing this to support Larry's fountain pens. Now that is totally awesome. Greg, love you, my brother. And we'll be hooking up tomorrow. We'll be doing an interview with him, and you're going to find out a whole bunch of interesting things about Greg. He's not just an artist, but let's go back to artists. When did he start actually painting, and what else does he do? It's interesting. The man covers a whole lot. He's also a pen enthusiast, just a great dude to hang with. So let's open this up to show you. And here, columns, taped up good. Something that I wanted him to do for me. Hello. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Make sure nothing else is in there. Well, I've got to get some picture frames here. So, this is something that is totally awesome. Back in 2015, a friend of mine from the UK designed the pen bug that was born, the ant. So this is 2020 now. What, 5 years later? Is that right, Mr. Announcer? So I've been thinking it's time that the grandson makes his debut. So I asked Greg to draw me a picture of a cool-looking, fun-loving bug, okay, with my favorite colors in it. And Greg blew it away. You can find Greg on Facebook. He's all over the place, and you can see some of his amazing artwork he does. The guy got it together. So let's show you. The pen bug. This is the grandson now. Isn't that cool? I do have some shirts in mask that you can find on, Mr. Announcer?
Storefrontier.com.
And we brought all the prices down to the lowest we can get them, not making any money off of it. But these are some fun-loving, good-looking shirts that have this amazing, fun bug on it. So, t-shirt guy or gal, this will be cool. Check out the bug. Dynamite, love them eyes. Look at those beautiful eyes. Wow. And dig out the pen right there. It is awesome. So, Greg, thank you so much for thinking about me and taking the time to do this for me on your own. Thank you, my friend. Rock and roll is here to stay, my brother. So, now we'll move on to number 2. And maybe I can put that over my head or something. Not there. Okay, let's get this little jewel open. Now this package here is from a friend of mine, Fountain Pen Revolution in Plano. Kevin sent me some interesting things. And after I do this, I'm just going to show you what's in there. Then I'll do a review and get down nitty-gritty to how it turns out. Here is Fountain Pen Revolution Royal Flush Blue ink. That will be interesting. Some of his new ink lines. Now, he's got the Fountain Pen Revolution Green with Envy right there. Isn't that right, Mr. Announcer?
Yes.
Yes. And we're still going. And he's got the Fountain Pen Revolution Tangerine Dream. That looks delicious. Like a, reminds me of a, what was it, dreamsicles back in the day. And last but not least, this is a killer. The Fountain Pen Revolution Firecracker Red. Look at that. Awesome. New ink colors that Kevin from Fountain Revolution is now handling. They're at his store, and you can pick them up at a very, very affordable price. So, you know what? Let's just open a box up right quick so you can see the bottle yourself. It's going to be a lot of fun doing it. These are how many mils? Because I'm sure you're going to ask. 30 ml bottle. Feel like glass bottle. Yep. And Fountain Pen ink is made in the USA and is safe for use in all Fountain Pen Revolution pens. Join the revolution! The revolution! Yes, sir. There it is. So, you know, let me tell you a little bit about Kevin. At least what I've noticed about Kevin, the owner of Fountain Pen Revolution. I've known Kevin through the years. Amazing man, very intelligent man, very humble, good, honest, loving, caring, family man. Good guy. He's always thinking and working to improve what he has. The pens that come in, you know, he works and creates, and then he sends them off, and he wants these specifications to be made the way that he wants it. So when they come back, they all come back in parts, and then Kevin and family put everything together. But he thinks about, you know, what do I want in a pen? How do I want this pen? The feel, the look, the weight, the price. You know, I want it to be affordable so people can afford a good writing instrument. And in my opinion, he's got some great writing instruments. I have some to prove that. Now, you may disagree or agree. That's cool, and that's perfectly all right. Now, his ink, same thing. Kevin probably was sitting there thinking, you know, it's time for me to do an upgrade on my ink. But not just any ink. I want some ink that's going to pop. I want some ink that's going to attract people, that's going to get into their soul and think of it enough to buy it, because I need to sell it, right? So I'll be doing a review on this very soon. And last but not least, I want to throw this in before I go. Kevin's son, I believe he's 17 years old, has been working on pottery. You got it? Pottery. Mugs and bowls, some pretty good looking stuff. And I will tell you the whole story and history about it when I do a review on his son's pottery. I'm going to have to give Kevin a call and order something so I can show you and then get all the history, because excuse me, it is some history on the pottery. How he got started, and then where it is today. The young man, you will be hearing more and more about this young man. he has a vision. He has a sense of direction that he wants to go. It's in his blood. It's in his heart. He wants to do something that he loves, that he wants to create, and that he wants it to represent him in a way of all the love that he puts in it, the work, the man hours, the time to make these potteries and mugs and stuff. So you want to be prepared when I do one of those as well. Now, does Kevin have any new pens? I don't think so. I don't think I have that orange one. People ask the orange V2, I think. No, I don't have that one. So I don't have it. But I can tell you they're great pens. I do have one of Kevin's gold nibs, the flex nibs, to die for. Smooth, wet, lays down the ink, and it is one of the most exciting flex nibs that I have ever handled. Kevin done a great job to get these gold flex nibs done. And besides the gold flex nibs, he's got steel flex nibs that are magnifique. They work extremely well. So, yeah, I'm a fountain pen revolution type guy. I'm a big fan of Kevin. But what what makes me a big fan of Kevin? What makes me a big fan of Craig the artist? What makes me a big fan of Frank from Federalist Pens? What makes me a big fan of Anderson fountain pens? Great guy. It's the individuals that create what we see and what we buy. They're pen enthusiasts and they love what they do. This is their life. They're all great people. They're cool, fun, loving people. And I'm going to have to throw in my Lisa Anderson. She rocks the house. Lisa, I want to do an interview with you and Kevin. You're a great lady. Just love you, Lisa. But you've got all these great pen dealers that are selling. And right now, with this virus, at least it's come back here in Texas super strong, but it's hurting everybody. And they need us, the pen buyers, to reach out and spread some love. So let's say Five Pen Revolution isn't your best one to buy from. You'd rather buy from Brian. Okay, I can dig it. But why not split that love up? Do a little bit of Fountain Pen Revolution, a little bit of Brian, a little bit of Federalist Pens, and so on and so on. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have an upcoming giveaway that I've already done a few giveaways with AB Rustic Relics. That's another group of people, husband and wife, super nice, that are dedicated pen enthusiasts, that have a website, have a family, and they are Parker lovers. Fountain pens, ballpoint pens, gel pens, roller ball pens. They got it. So Rustic Relics. And how do you find Rustic Relics?
Their eBay name is simply AB Rustic Relics, and I believe they are on Instagram and Twitter as well.
And right now, Amaranth sent a link that they're giving 10 or 15% off. So I'm going to try to get that link to you very soon. But they all need our help. Okay? And even if it's just a bottle of ink, that helps. So I can't say enough of all these dealers. Yeah, Brian, it's an honor and a pleasure for you to come on my channel and spend some time with me. I'll tell the story again, and I'll keep telling it because it's just in my heart. When I bought my first high-end pen, Mont Blanc 149, I wasn't sure if I really wanted it and scared to spend that kind of money. So when I called the Appleton store at Anderson. Lisa was there, and I was telling her about what I wanted. She said, "Hold on, Larry. Brian's right here." So I talked to Brian. I was telling Brian what I wanted, and I was concerned and worried because that's a lot of money for that fountain pen. Brian totally got it. I don't know how many questions I asked Brian. Brian took his time. He didn't push me. He didn't try to talk me into buying that pen. He told me all about the pen. He walked me through the process to answer all my questions to make me feel at ease. And when we got done, I said, "You know what? I'm okay with it. I'll buy it." So I got that my first Mont Blanc 149 from Brian Anderson Pens. And a special thank you for Brian for taking the time, for caring enough to walk me through. That's a lot of money. And Brian knew it. Again, Brian had the patience. So we have a lot of great pen dealers out there, don't we? Pen Chalet is another one that I'm trying to reach right now. But Penn Chalet, if you hear me, I've sent you an email. I'm waiting for a response. I will be doing a review on Schneider products probably this weekend. Plus, I will be doing an amazing interview with Carrie from Schneider. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be all over the place. You're going to actually see the heart of her business and how it's put together. And you're going to see the people in the background who's actually doing the work. It's going to be an interesting interview, okay? But don't forget, Friday, it's going to be Craig and I can't wait. And then once we're done with it, Mr. Announcer will edit it and upload it on YouTube. But Greg, I really, with all my heart, want to thank you. You're an amazing artist. You're a true artist. Also, you're a true rock and roller, and that's another plus. So, I'm going to leave it at that. But then, it'll be time to get my endless recorder out to do these beautiful links from Fountain Pen Revolution. So I'm going to wrap it up and leave it there. Yeah, I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Anytime I talking about notebooks, journals, inks, pens, hey, I'm up and I'm excited. Why is that? That's my heart, man. That's my love. You know, and it's no game. It's no put on. It's no front. You know, this is me. What you see is what you get. And, you know, I like to say that I'm a darn honest, loving, caring individual. I care about people. And I want to give the best review I can to help my viewers and new viewers to know what they're getting. But I always say, remember, we all are different. Different likes and dislikes. So remember that. Well, that's going to wind it up. So, last thing, Cubby is still hanging in there. In fact, he's waiting for me now. We went out to the Mansfield Pet Hospital and picked up both of his pain meds. He is eating better, wouldn't you say, Mr. Announcer?
Oh, yes.
And he's getting around pretty darn decent for 18 years old, going on 19 soon. When he starts feeling pain, he starts shaking. And that's usually maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I get up, get both pain meds ready, then I give it to him. And then he seems to calm down in 20 minutes. And then I have a comforter that I cover him up. He's right there with me in bed. He's my sweetie. Yep. So, that's it, my folks. I'm going to quit jabbing what I love to do. So, what more can I say but peace and love. And be safe. I mean that. I care about you guys. I worry about you guys. Wash your hands. Stay the distance. Be very careful out there. This virus is back even stronger than before. A lot of people here in Texas are not following the rules. Why? Because they don't have to, they think. So they get infected, and then they pass on the virus to other people. And God knows, Mr. Announcer and myself, we don't want that stuff. Because I know if I get the virus with my health condition, I'm out of here, baby. I'm done. And God knows I still have a lot of love, a lot of life to live, and a lot of Penn reviews to do. So thank you. Fire it up. Get inked up. Get hipped up. Check out some pen dealers. Buy a pen, some ink, some paper, whatever. Oh, by the way, before I go, Tumble River paper will be soon no more. I'll send out a link on my next review. I talked a little bit about that. And then I'm going to open this box of Tumble River paper that I think I have 4,000 sheets. A friend of mine, we went in and I think we bought 8,000 sheets from Japan. And it got here. I haven't even yet opened the package up, but I've got to see it because Lisa, a friend of mine, she said, Larry, have you checked out your paper yet? What kind is it? Is it the 52 or 68? I don't know. I'm going to find out. But I'm living the dream, baby, because you guys are there for me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all those who have sent me pens. That helps more than you know. And with those pens, I do giveaways. That helps a lot. I do a lot of silent giveaways. I find people who needs a pen, then I will send it to them. I also have some of my own upcoming giveaways that are pretty kick, I think. And I think you're going to love them. I'm going to finish it now, okay? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, don't you think it's time to subscribe? Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell. That's going to notify you. Take care, my friends. Last but not least, the Fort Worth Pen Club. We are still around, but we're not meeting because of the virus. We are talking about maybe September. But when that comes, I will do a video on it and share with everybody. And let's get the pens back going on. Let's get fired up. Let's get going on. Are you an ink person? Seriously. Are you really an ink person? Are you a pen person? Are you a paper person? What types do you like? Well, now's the time. Think about what you need, what you want. Place your orders. I'm out of here, baby. Peace, love, and for God's sakes, be safe. Bye-bye. We're done.